I built these stairs. These stairs that go up to the floating island. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dave. Welcome back to the wee hours where I suffer from periodic bouts of insomnia and play games to pass the time. Welcome back to cyubeVR. We haven't checked into cyubeVR in a while, and I wanted to kind of show off what I've been doing and some of the, oh, hi, wow, you're huge. Some of the new things that have been added. There have been a bunch of updates and a bunch of cool new things that have been added to cyubeVR. So, okay, dear, out of my way, dear. I just wanted to show off basically what I've been doing and showing you what I've been building. So the last time we were here, I was working on this house, and this has just kind of been my test house. I've frankly largely abandoned it since then. I've done nothing at all to the inside of it. I was just kind of working out how things are going to be built. Apparently, speaking of houses, one of the future updates that coming is doors. Doors would be super. And glass. We might actually get some real windows in here. So my test house I've kind of blown off, but I wanted to show off a couple of things in the wee hours mine, because that has gotten quite expansive. That's gotten really beyond my control at this point. It's gotten a little weird over here. So one of the new things that was added was chests. So we can build chests now. They're pretty easy to do. A little bit of wood and some copper, and I put the chest together. They're a little fidgety to place because they're huge, but I managed to fit one right here. And I thought to myself, well, that's great. That's a very nice looking chest. It looks very decorative. You know, I had asked for more decorative objects. I got one. I didn't actually think the chest was going to work, but it does. So I can get down here on the floor, in the real world floor, and it actually works really well. You actually have to open the latch, first of all, and then open the chest. Now, I put it in such a way that it kind of phases into the wall there, which looks like a little weird, but it is what it is, and it's a good-looking chest, and it actually works. Now, we've got a chest. We obviously have to put things in the chest, so why don't we, I don't know, we'll put some copper in there. That seems like a perfectly good thing to be putting in a chest. We'll have a little treasure chest at the front of the mine here. Miners go down, they mine some things, they bring up some things, and actually this is primarily a coal mine at this point, so why don't we put some coal in there as well. It's nice to have some storage. That's kind of cool. I could line up a whole bunch of chests and actually take some things out of my inventory. I've been working in cyubeVR for so long now, I've actually managed to fill up my inventory a couple of times. So it's nice to have some storage. And then we can close the chest back up again. It's really cool. I love the chest. The chests are my new favorite thing. Torches were my favorite thing. Now the chest is my new favorite thing. So let's check out the wee hours mine. The other thing that got added here are these little wall posts. One there and one there. Little bit of copper to make them. Now, allegedly, these are for storing tools, and I've almost got it to work a couple of times, but not quite. I'm going to say they're super fidgety to get them to work. Kind of like the same problem I had with the torches way back when, but I've sorted out torches. So allegedly, tools can be put on here, and we can hang the tools. I'm going to tell you, I haven't been able to get it to work yet. Not quite yet. It's a little too fidgety. There are points where I can almost get it where it flashes blue like the torches do, and then I can't really click on it quickly enough. So unfortunately, I haven't been able to sort those out yet. I'll have another bash at those later and report back if I have any success. So this is about as far as we had got with the wee hours mine the last time we checked into cyubeVR. It's gotten a little bigger since then, I'm going to tell you. So I started mining out all of this area. I'm planning a corridor going over here, but I started excavating over here. How long did this take me? Don't ask. We've got torches down here because, boy, does it get really dark when you start mining. And then we go into the main corridor, which leads to the main chamber. Now, my plan is that over time, this area here will become sort of the grand chamber. This has become less of a mine and more of an underground dwarven stronghold at this point. But we do know that enemies are on the way. We are not just going to have deer for the rest of our lives in cyubeVR. Enemies are on the way, so I want a defensive stronghold now. And I've started carving it out. One of the neat asides about constructing this in cyubeVR is you actually really kind of have to plan it from the inside out. It's like that old adage of how do you make a sculpture of a horse? Well, you get a block of wood and take out all the bits that don't look like a horse. Kind of what I've been doing here. I've got a planet, and I'm sort of excavating the bits out that I don't want. Obviously, we've got a ton of stone kicking around. I can't even be bothered to pick up every bit of stone because, frankly, I've got tons of it. You'll see why later. And then the main mining operation, the actual wee hours mine, starts going on down here. So we head down here. I started finding coal down in this area. I had no idea what was down here. That's the neat part about cyubeVR. I had no clue. I excavated all of this with no knowledge of, am I actually going to strike anything good down here? But we started getting coal. So I kept going down, and then we've got a very rich vein of coal down here. So I've got all the coal I need for a while. And then I figured, knowing my exploration in other caverns in cyubeVR, if there's coal here, there's probably going to be some copper underneath it. I haven't found it yet, but that's my hope. So we come down through the coal vein here, and then I've been excavating all down into this area down here. And I'm hoping that somewhere down here, we're gonna strike some copper. I'd love to have a ready source of copper right at my own doorstep. So what did I do with all this stone? You can imagine how many blocks of stone I carved out of here. I don't know, thousands of blocks of stone out of all of this. I'm honestly just getting started with this mine. I have big plans for this area. Well, I used the stone to build the stairs. And you're saying, well, Dave, what stairs? What stairs did you build? I built these stairs. These stairs that go up to the floating island. Day one in cyubeVR, I looked at exactly these islands in exactly this same spot and said, I'm getting up there someday. So the wee hours mine built the supplies to build the staircase. And there it is. I'm almost done with it. I'm almost done with it. It's there, but I haven't seen what's up there yet. I haven't seen what's up there. I wanted to save that for you guys. I wanted to save it and have it be a surprise to me as much as anyone else. Could be nothing at all up there for all I know, but we're getting up there. And I did a lot more excavating before I started recording this, so I've got a bunch of stone ready to finish my task. So the stairs, just even navigating the stairs takes time, even in teleportation mode. And yes, I use teleportation mode, even though free locomotion is available. I just prefer to be playing the game without vomiting. So yes, I use teleportation. You are free to use free locomotion. It's a free world. Everyone can do whatever they feel. But these stairs are so huge, it actually takes real time to get to the top of them now. How long did this staircase take me? Don't ask. Don't ask. Many hours. Many hours. It did move pretty quickly once I got the basic rhythm down of it. I kept having to put torches up at periodic locations because when night hits, going through a tree there, when night hits, it gets really dark in the middle of nowhere with no available source of light. So there are periodic torches as we go up, as you can see right there. And we're going to talk in a little bit about torches too, because those got a little neater as well. Oh goodness, this is a very long climb. This is a super long climb. Yeah, this took me a while to build. No lie there. And then right up at the top here, okay, we're getting up real high here. Right up at the top here, I bridged over to this, sort of mountain range kind of thing here. Now, Dave, you're saying, Dave, why didn't you just start at the mountain range and go up from there? Well, where's the fun in that? That's amateur cyubeVR building. No, I'm starting on the ground and building all the way up here. Heck with the mountain range, that's just a stopping off point. I just bridged over to there, so if I feel like leaping off, because by the way, I can't, teleport down there. I actually have to walk down the stairs if I want to get back down, to get back to the mine, to get more stone. So I just built that as a sort of jumping off point, and I just think it looks cool. I'm going to talk more about my plans about what I want to do with the staircase in a sec, but let's honestly get to the fun and exciting part of this that I am really looking forward to, which is finally in cyubeVR getting to the top of this mountain. I also bridged it over here so it locks the island in place. The developer assures me that the islands do not move. I'm not 100% convinced. I swear they move. So I've locked it into my staircase just in case, just in case. So I've got a bazillion pieces of stone here. So let's get some of that going. Let's get our little inventory going, and we can start getting to where I want to be, which is the top of this island. I am so close. I will see you up there in just 1 second. Ha! I did it! I did it! I have finally reached the floating island. I am locking it into place. And let me tell you right now, at this height, there is a very real sense of vertigo. My real-world body is very much self-correcting because it thinks I'm hundreds of feet up in the air. My brain is saying it's not, but my eyes are saying we are hundreds of feet up in the air. So I am constantly balancing and self-correcting myself. Let's see the top of the floating island. It took me so many blocks of stone to get up here, but I did it. I did it. There's probably nothing up here. That's totally okay. It was a labor of love. Wow, working through the trees here. What is that? What is that? Is that coal? Okay, well, there's coal up here, so that's a start. No bad thing having an extra source of coal. I don't know if I'm going to walk all the way up here to get it. Geez, I almost kind of need a second staircase just to navigate to the very, very top here. Oh, this is so neat. And it's neat because I built this all myself. Well, I didn't build the floating island, but I built the stairs and I got here and I did it. And I'm really having a hard time navigating to the very, very tip top of this. But there it is. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Absolutely nothing at all up here, and that's 100% okay. It's not why I built the staircase. I built the staircase because I said I was going to do it, and I did it. And, of course, night is falling now. Let me just wait till daybreak so we can get a better idea of the view up here. While I'm waiting for daybreak, I wanted to show something off that I didn't know how to do. And if I didn't know how to do it, I'm probably actually the only person on the planet who didn't know how to do it. But just in case there's somebody else who didn't know how to do it, was we now have, if we go to my crafting recipes, we've got different colored torches now. That's another addition. So I've got a blue torch and a green torch and a red torch. So take the red torch, for instance. 2 blocks of wood and 1 coal. That's standard for a torch. And then red dye. And I love the fact they actually added tooltips so I know what that is, that it is in fact red dye that I need. And I had no idea where you get red dye. Is that something I'm mining for? I have no idea. No clue where I got red dye. I actually asked the developer. I kind of cheated and said, look, this red dye thing is really wigging me out. How the heck do you make red torches? And it was something so blindingly obvious that I never thought to try it, which is you just pick flowers. All these different colored flowers that are sitting here for a reason, you can just grab them with the hand tool. And there you go. There's your red dye. Put that in the bucket of infinite space. Grab another one over here. It was so simple, I never thought to try it. So let's make a red torch. Let's do that. So 2 wood, 1 coal, and 1 red dye. Inventory, please. What have I got for wood? I don't have a heck of a lot of wood. I have the scaffolding wood. We'll talk about that in a second. And the flagstones, we'll talk about those too. So give me, do I have any wood? Oh dear, I might have no wood at all. That's a bit bad. Oh, there we go. I got a little bit. Okay. So 2 of those. And 1 of them. And what did I just do with the red dye? That's all the way at the bottom. 1 red dye. Okay. Let's put that stuff together. Get that and that on top. Boom. And a wood. And another wood. And the infinite bucket of space. Yoink! And why don't we give that a nice pedestal to put that on, seeing as we're at the very, very top of this island, and my body is still self-correcting and balancing. Boom, 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 and boom. Let's get where did my red torch go? Give me my red torch, please. Thank you. Unfortunately, unlike the regular torches, you only make 1 red torch. So when you make the regular torch, you make 4. You're only making 1 for this, which is fine. I'd like to make 4, but there it is. So now, red torch. Cool, huh? And the whole pillar is red now. Now the sun is coming up. Boy, I am really high up in the air. I'm so high up in the air, the draw distance won't even account for what I'm looking at on the ground. I suppose my next move is to build a bridge over there. Now, if I teleport down there, do I have any way of getting back to my staircase? I'm mildly concerned about that, because I could, frankly, get stuck up there. I better not risk that. I've had that problem. Because there's only so far I can teleport away. And I actually, if you remember from the first 1 or 2 episodes I did on cyubeVR, I actually got stuck in the caves. Because I was lost. I couldn't figure out how to get out. So plenty of coal up here. Where did my stairs go? Okay, hang on, I gotta navigate my way back down to Earth. Whew, that took a while. I was actually well lost on that island. I was completely lost up there, but I finally found my stairs. Oh, P.S. Apparently we can fall to our deaths now. I haven't really investigated it, I believe, and I could be totally misspeaking here, so please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it can only happen in the free locomotion, but fall damage is now a thing, as I understand it. Again, my knowledge is rather limited at this point because I primarily use the teleportation, and I certainly am not able to fall doing that. But yeah, there's some more survival aspects coming to cyubeVR, and I am not wholly opposed to that at all. Anything that fleshes out what is already a good game is okay by me. And I've kind of softened my stance on multiplayer. I'm usually vehemently against multiplayer, but after spending all this time building all these things and plans for what I'm going to build in the future, I'd be okay if I brought some friends in here. Yes, I do have friends. I'd be okay if I brought some friends in here and showed them what I was doing. Now, what I want to do eventually with the stairs is flesh this all out. So you can see I started building some supports here, so this staircase makes a certain degree of sense. I mean, it's not just, a lot of it is still hanging in midair, but you know, I have plans for supports as we go along. And then I thought, well, why don't I just flesh out the whole thing? So it looks like one gargantuan towering building that happens to have a set of stairs in it. That's going to take me forever, but it's a plan I've got. The only problem, well, one of the problems with building in VR, one of the finicky things about building in VR, is I am 100% limited by what I can reach with my hand. So, you know, I can't zoom out. I can't zoom the screen out. I can't place things with a cursor. I am 100% limited to what I can physically reach with my hand like this. And so that's why we've only got those supports going on right now. And what I did in a couple of places is actually set up staging, set up scaffolding, so I could get up to where I needed to go and then dismantle the staging as I went down. And apparently I wasn't the only one who thought of that, because there is scaffolding things in the crafting menu now. So obviously, as I've been playing cyubeVR, I've been picking up a bunch of recipes around here. I haven't really shown off all of them. We've got the chest. We found the compass in a previous episode. Got a chair now. Haven't actually built one. And there's something here that I haven't discovered yet. I'm very, very curious to know what that is. But we have wood scaffolding. So if we get 8 blocks of wood, we can make wood scaffolding. Why don't we do that really quick just to show it off? So 8 blocks of wood. Boom. And 2, 3. So if we make this bigger block out of regular wood and put that in the infinite bucket of space, you actually just saw up there, it flashed up. I've now got 32 blocks of that scaffolding stuff, which is probably down at the bottom of my menu here. Let's go down to there. Yeah, and I built some before, so I have some extra, but 32 blocks. So 8 blocks of regular wood now gets you 32 blocks of this wood scaffolding, which is good. I think that's a really neat addition, so I don't have to cut down every single tree. I can make, you know, quantities of things like this, and it looks like, well, scaffolding wood. It's got that sort of plywoody look to it. But dang, I just made 32 out of 8 regular blocks of wood, so I am 100% okay with that. Quantity, that's what I need right now. So that's what I've been doing in cyubeVR. That's what I've been working on. I thought we'd check in and maybe check in a little more frequently and come back to cyubeVR a little more often just to show off what I've been doing. But what are you guys up to? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what other cyubeVR people, sorry, this one's a little tough to reach, cyubeVR people are building in their world. Because I'm going to say, this is the last game I thought I'd love, and I love this game. I absolutely love this game. I could spend hours in here, hours, just doing exactly what I'm doing, and then collecting the stone and going back to flesh out my staircase even more. I don't know why, it's just captivating. It's peaceful, it's relaxing, it's meditative in a weird way, and I suppose that might change once we get enemies on the map, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Or maybe we'll build a bridge and then cross it, because that's what you do here. But there you go, that's what I'm doing in cyubeVR. Thanks for checking in with me. Want to see more of cyubeVR? You know what to do. Leave a comment down below and we will check in more frequently in this, wow, that's tough to reach, awesome game. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you as always for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time.